As the last remnants of hyperspace dissipated, the starship Avenging Spirit materialized in the heart of the Rigel system. Captain Jackson Vashon gazed out the viewport, his eyes narrowing as he took in the uncharted expanse of celestial bodies and twinkling asteroid fields. The navigation charts had hinted at the existence of an unknown planet, shrouded in mystery and rumor, and Jackson's instincts screamed that this was it, the discovery that would cement his name in the annals of interstellar exploration. "Captain, we're receiving a transmission from an unidentified source," announced Communications Officer Elara Vex, her usually stoic tone laced with a hint of excitement. Jackson's gaze snapped back to the bridge, his interest piqued. "Put it through, Ensign." A holographic projection coalesced before him, casting an ethereal glow across the console. A figure unlike any Jackson had ever seen stood before him, its body a mesh of iridescent fibers, its face a kaleidoscope of shifting colors. The being's voice was a symphony of whispers, a gentle breeze that carried an otherworldly authority. "Greetings, Captain Jackson Vashon. I am Ambassador Ethon of the Chiron Empire. You have entered our territory uninvited, yet you have also brought curiosity. We propose a meeting to discuss the terms of your indulgence." Jackson's instincts told him to be wary, but the prospect of forging an alliance with an alien power tantalized him. He nodded, a slow, deliberate gesture. "I accept your proposal, Ambassador. When and where shall we meet?" Ethon's colors shifted, as if in response to some unheard melody. "The planet Jathik, fourth from the primary star. We will await your arrival." The transmission ended, leaving Jackson to ponder the enigmatic message and the secrets hidden within the depths of Rigel's celestial maze. As the Avenging Spirit entered the orbit of Jathik, Jackson's crew began to notice anomalies in the planet's energy signature. Sensor readings fluctuated wildly, as if the very fabric of space-time was in a state of turmoil. "Captain, I'm detecting a quantum flux in the upper atmosphere," reported Chief Engineer Lyra Urso, her voice laced with concern. "It's as if the planet itself is generating a localized distortion field." Jackson's brow furrowed. "That's impossible. A planet can't." "It's not just the planet, sir," interrupted Science Officer Cale Rylan, his eyes fixed on the holographic display projected before him. "I'm reading ancient structures, Captain. Megastructures scattered across the surface. They're the source of the energy distortion." Jackson's gaze snapped to the view screen, where the planet's rugged terrain began to take shape. Towering spires of crystalline rock pierced the sky, their facets glinting like 1,000 tiny stars. "Ambassador Ethon, are you receiving our transmission?" Jackson hailed the alien envoy, a sense of wonder creeping into his voice. The Chiron ambassador's response was immediate, his words dripping with an otherworldly cadence. "We await your arrival, Captain. Be prepared to confront the secrets of Jathik." With a deep breath, Jackson gave the order to deploy the shuttlecraft Archon, his mind racing with the implications of this discovery. The universe, it seemed, still held mysteries beyond human comprehension, and Jackson Vashon was about to delve headfirst into the unknown. As the shuttlecraft descended onto the planet's surface, Jackson's away team, including Lyra, Cale, and Security Officer Vikram Vic Slade, gathered around him, their eyes fixed on the alien landscape unfolding before them. The air was heavy with an electric sense of anticipation, as if the very fate of humanity hung in the balance. "Let's move out," Jackson said, his voice low and even. "We have an appointment with Ambassador Ethon." Together, they ventured into the heart of Jathik's mysteries, unaware of the ancient powers stirring, waiting to be unleashed. The team advanced through the crystalline ravine, their footsteps echoing off the glassy walls as they approached the ancient structures. Jackson's instincts hummed with a mix of excitement and wariness, his hand resting on the grip of his sidearm. Suddenly, the air seemed to shimmer, and Ambassador Ethon materialized before them. His kaleidoscope face shifted to a gentle, enigmatic smile. "Greetings, Captain Jackson Vashon. I see you're punctual, admirable trait in a species so fleeting." "Ambassador," Jackson replied, his tone neutral. We've detected anomalies in the energy signature. Care to explain? Ethan's colors rippled, as if responding to an unheard melody. The Chiron Empire has maintained Jathic stability for eons. Our ancient ones infused the planet's core with quantum essence, creating a nexus of power. The distortions you sense are a resonance cascade, a side effect of our maintenance. Jackson's eyes narrowed. Maintenance? You mean you're harnessing the planet's energy? Ethan's response was laced with an otherworldly nonchalance. We sustain the balance. Without our influence, Jathic would implode, unleashing a destabilizing wave across the galaxy. Kale Ryland's eyes widened, his voice barely above a whisper. You're talking about a cosmic-scale dampening field, Captain. The implications. The Chiron Empire has protected the galaxy from itself, Captain Vashan. Ethan interjected, his colors shifting to a soothing melody. We propose an alliance where humanity benefits from our custodianship. In return, you'll provide biological samples. Jackson's grip on his sidearm tightened, his mind racing with the dangers of blindly trusting an alien power. I need time to consider your proposal, Ambassador. Ethan's smile reappeared, an unnerving, inhuman thing. I sense your hesitation, Captain. Very well. Take a token of our good intentions. He gestured, and a small, ornate box materialized in front of Jackson. The box opened with a soft hiss, revealing a slender, crystalline object that pulsed with the same quantum energy as the planet itself. Jackson's instincts screamed warning, but his curiosity got the better of him. He reached for the object, his fingers closing around it as if drawn by an unseen force. In that instant, the world around him began to distort, as if reality itself was bending to accommodate an ancient, forgotten power. The crystalline object seemed to dissolve in Jackson's hand, its essence coursing through his veins like a river of starlight. Visions burst forth, a kaleidoscope of ancient civilizations, forgotten technologies, and cryptic prophecies. The Chiron Empire's true nature unfolded before him, a tapestry woven from threads of time and space. Jackson's vision blurred, his sense of self dissolving as the quantum essence merged with his own consciousness. He was no longer just a starship captain. He was a conduit for the secrets of the cosmos. Ethan's voice whispered in his mind, "Now you understand, Captain. The Chiron Empire is not a nation, but a custodian of the fabric of reality. We have walked among the stars since the dawn of time, ensuring the balance of creation." As the visions faded, Jackson's gaze locked onto Ethan, his eyes blazing with a newfound understanding. You're not just maintaining balance, you're editing the fabric of space-time. Ethan's colors shimmered in a gentle, approving smile. The cosmos is a canvas, Captain. We are the artists, guiding the brushstrokes of fate. And you, Jackson Vashan, have just become a part of our masterpiece. The away team's faces swam back into focus, their expressions a mix of awe and trepidation. Lyra Urso's voice was barely above a whisper. "Captain, what's happening to you?" Jackson's smile felt alien, as if his lips were being manipulated by an unseen force. "I've been enlightened, Lyra. The secrets of the universe are mine to wield." Vikram Slade's hand rested on the grip of his sidearm, his eyes darting between Jackson and Ethan. "Captain, I'm not sure I like this." Ethan's colors darkened, his voice taking on a note of warning. "You would do well to remember, Captain Vashan, that the Chiron Empire is not a power to be trifled with. The fate of humanity hangs in the balance. Choose wisely." As the away team stood frozen, unsure of their next move, Jackson's new perspective whispered secrets in his mind, tempting him with the limitless potential of the cosmos. The universe, it seemed, was about to be reshaped in his image. "The fate of humanity?" Kale Ryland repeated, his voice laced with a mix of awe and trepidation. "Captain, what exactly have we gotten ourselves into?" Jackson's gaze seemed to pierce through the veil of reality, his eyes aglow with an otherworldly intensity. "We've transcended petty concerns, Kale. The Chiron Empire has bestowed upon us a sacred trust. will reshape the galaxy in our image, ensuring humanity's dominance among the stars. Lyra Urso's expression was a mask of concern. Captain, I don't think you're thinking clearly. We need to reevaluate our situation. My dear Lyra, Jackson interrupted, his voice dripping with an unsettling calm. You're thinking like a mortal. I've been granted a glimpse of the infinite, and I assure you, our limitations are about to become a distant memory. Vikram Slade's hand tightened around his sidearm. His eyes locked onto Jackson with a mixture of suspicion and unease. Captain, I'm not sure I can trust you anymore. You're not acting like yourself. Ethan's colors darkened, his voice taking on a menacing tone. Vikram Slade, you would do well to remember your place. The Chiron Empire will not be threatened by your petty doubts. Your species will adapt, or it will perish. As the standoff continued, the away team's uncertainty hung in the balance. Would they follow Jackson into the unknown, or would they resist the influence of the Chiron Empire? The fate of humanity teetered on the brink of a cosmic precipice. As the stars themselves seemed to wait with bated breath,